Hello and welcome. My name is Peace Mitchell and I'm co-founder of Women Changing the World Press. Before we begin, I would like to pay my respects to the traditional owners and elders of the land that I live and work on, the people of Mamu country in North Queensland. I would also like to pay my respects to traditional owners and elders right across Australia and the Torres Strait. Well, we are here today to celebrate the launch of our new book, Begin It Now. And to help me celebrate, I have one of my fabulous co-authors joining me, Anna. Please join me in welcoming Anna.
Hello, Peace. Greetings from Tbilisi. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's wonderful to have you here, Anna. Now, for people who haven't met you before, I would love you to introduce yourself and tell us a bit about you and the work that you do.
Of course. Currently, I serve as an advisor to the rector and invited lecturer at Grigor Bakit University. I'm also doing my PhD, which I've started this September. At the same time, I'm also working as a global governance coordinator at World Vision International. I'm a big believer that not only women, but just people need empowerment. And the what you are doing, Peace, what this book is doing is a great example of that. I came back to Georgia with that belief, and especially the belief that the power of education can really change the world. And I worked in 5 different countries before coming here. And I came back to my homeland afterwards with this great experience and the will to contribute back to my country. So currently I'm also doing some board work as well, trying to volunteer as much as I can, just to be the change for those women, especially like I had the change in my life when I was starting in my hometown, my life, my professional, personal journey. So happy to be here and would love to answer your questions.
Oh, it's wonderful to have you here, Anna. Now, your chapter is called Letters to My Younger Self. Can you tell us why you chose this title for your chapter?
Of course, this summer I had quite a muse, inspiration. I was looking at my daughter Lily, who was 6 months old, and I was thinking there are so many lessons. Oh my God, I want to share with her when she grows up, and so many challenges, so many experiences I have lived through. I just couldn't wait to share it with her. This feeling that the muse that I could feel, and then I really thought that it would be a great opportunity to use that message and share it globally to women. So I think that's where the inspiration came from. And these letters are not, declarations. These are the invitations to women. This is the confessions between what was lived and what was understood. And this is, I would say, a flicker of hope that's held up against the dark. And I want these women, and not only women, to just, whenever they read it, even if they find it, this message in the beginning, in the middle, or towards the end, I want them to know that to begin, you don't need any permission. You just need to begin. And as Arthur Ashe said, you just do it now. Use what you have, and do what you can right now. And this book is a reminder that we don't need to be fully prepared to begin. And I think that was the inspiration for me as well.
Oh, I love that. I love that so much. And it's so true. We can always do what we can with what we have and just start. Now, you talk about in your chapter, your younger self at 14, you'd go out onto your balcony and you'd stare out to the mountains in the distance. Can you tell us more about this time in your life and some of those kind of dreams and questions that you had?
Right. Yes, that's quite a special moment for me, Peace. Well, because mostly I was in the process of self-identification, who I was, why not more, why not me? And these questions, then from the retrospective side, I think was really needed, because this is a curiosity which really leads you to progress, to doing, to action. And what I can think of, back then, I think I would really advise myself that you don't need permission to begin. And your voice truly matters, even though some people, you may not feel this support from the people. And you can build what you cannot find. And I bring the examples there that, in my small town, it was a small community, not many opportunities. So I decided to found the different clubs with my peers, with my friends. And so I tried to be the change that I wanted to see. I wanted to create what I couldn't see. And that really required the courage. And that courage is really hard to keep when you are 14 years old, because people, mock you, people do not believe in you. And I just want to, and I also tell my younger self, 14 years old self, that when people do not treat you the way you deserve, it's their limits. So they do not define your limits with that. It should be furthermore, the inspiration for you. And you have to also know that the curiosity and the questions you have is a compass. And the kindness is a superpower. No matter how you are treated, you have to have your own standards. Because when you're, I would say, young, you may be influenced by these experiences that can change your character. So you have to let the experiences shape you, but not ever let it erase you. Erase your true, authentic self, which is very, very important to keep. And the kindness is superpower. It's not weakness. Some people mistake it in the weakness, because, when you're softly spoken, they don't see the power behind. So I think once we then become the leaders, we really know that. We really create the space for all the other women, for their voices to be heard. And it's not what you do, but it's also how you do it.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love that. Now, you talk about the experience you had when you were a bit older, where you went to the United States. You'd applied for an exchange program. You applied 3 times, I believe, and you were the first person in your whole town to be accepted. But the journey wasn't always easy. Can you tell us more about this time and some of the lessons that you learned along the way?
Of course, yes. So yes, that was the program. That it was my dream to go to the United States and study there. And of course, financially, I couldn't afford it myself. So I was searching for the programs. And this was the program that was pretty unrealistic to try, because it's been there for 17 years and nobody from my town has won the program. And I've tried 3 times. I just wanted to do my best. I honestly didn't hope for anything, but I just wanted to be true to myself. And then when I was, flying to US, I was going to another continent. I was only 17 years old. I thought I was pretty big back then, but not really from this perspective. And I was really scared. And I really was thinking, like, will I make my family? Will I make my town proud? And I didn't know that I already did. And I was really scared to see, like, what would I do? And, of course, I had a very successful year with awards, with, academic excellence as well. But that fear was pretty big before I left. And then I've learned that the world might be beautiful. It might be very vast, but it's very, very complicated. Not everyone will understand your accent or your story. And that shouldn't let you think that your voice doesn't matter, because you belong to every room you enter, and you have to believe that yourself. And Eleanor Roosevelt said very, very beautiful and very thoughtful words, which is that then nobody can make you feel as superior if you do not let them to do so. I cannot paraphrase it exactly, but the main idea is that you kind of give them the power to do so whenever they mock you or whenever they do not treat you well, because you have to know how to set the boundaries. And whenever that happens, you have to make sure that you respond with clarity and not with apology. And that is something I truly didn't understand, because maybe from culturally how I was brought up in the post-Soviet Union era. And it's very, very important to understand that you do not need to apologize. You can say no without apology. And from this 33 years old Anna, I'm just advising her to believe in herself and to make sure that she believes that she matters, her voice matters.
I love that. I love that, Anna. Then you talk about in the next letter that you write, you talk about the early days in your career when you were starting out in your career. Can you tell us a bit about this time and the lessons that you learned along the way?
Right. That was quite a challenging time of my life, because this time I was going to, like, I worked in 5 different countries, and this was more of a professional journey versus studying, which the experiences differ because of that. And when you are at the table and when you are full of purpose, full of ideas, and you really have a will to serve, and when your ideas are not met with curiosity, sometimes it hurts. And when I say that, I think one of the main challenges that I faced was not because I was woman, because I never let anybody, make me feel that, because I'm woman, I don't matter or anything. So fortunately, I didn't have to face that much. And I think I faced the idea that I was too young and I was foreign and I was too softly spoken. So all this together sometimes they didn't perceive me as somebody who could contribute much. And it's really hard, especially, either whenever they mock your accent. So, and they do not understand that you've mastered code switching across 5 different countries. And if the roles were reversed, would they even try? That's the question. And I tell Anna that prepare twice as hard. And when your time comes, make sure that you speak loudest. And it's very, very important that the kindness, confidence to set boundaries well. And then that Anna paid the price of all this through, I don't know, her body paid the price, her mental health paid the price. But for all the women right out there, I just want them to know that sometimes we are not kind to other women. And now that I'm in a leadership position, I always try to treat people well, to thrive, make an environment where they thrive. Because when the unhealthy environment, with the same person, if you have one in a healthy environment, unhealthy environment, one thrives, one is so chained that she or he might not be successful because of that. So the environment really, really matters. So me, as from 33 years old Anna, I'm trying to mentor people. I try to share my experiences, because it's not only the technical experience and professional experience what takes you far, but it's all these personal experiences. So I tried to help people understand that even their accents, it's not something to be mocked, but it's something. It's a legacy that they have. So they have to really understand this. And so now, as I've said, I'm building the tables where no one feels small, and that everybody's voice matters. So I'm telling, like Anna, from this perspective, lead on Anna kindly, firstly, deservedly.
That's so beautiful. I love that. And I love the way that you carry this through to your leadership now. It's really inspiring. Well, thank you so much for being here today, Anna, and chatting with me. And thank you so much for your beautiful chapter in Begin It Now.
Thank you so much, Peace. Appreciate it. Thank you. And thanks for all the opportunities you give to women. Because of that, we thrive. And I just want to make sure that you and your team are really recognized for that. And I just want to add, do I have a minute to add something?
Yes.
So I just want to also add that for those women, especially who are working and who are moms as well. Another thing that I was also sharing in my book is that the maternity does not stop your mission, but it deepens it. Do not feel guilt if you're trying to start something new, and you know that in the modernized world, the world doesn't soften. It's just it requires you to evolve and try to prioritize everything. You will be able to balance the diapers and deadlines and the lullabies, but try to do it in an order that matters.
Yes, I love that. I love that. Beautiful advice. Well, thank you so much again, Anna, and thank you to everybody who has tuned in. We will see you again soon, but make sure you grab your copy of Begin It Now. You can order them from wcwpress.com. Thanks, everyone, and bye for now. We'll see you again soon. Bye. Thanks, Anna.
Thank you.